know what, you guys? If Robert doesn't have a son, the Kardashian name is dead forever. I'm not even joking.
Kanye West just took a major hit. Kim Kardashian is officially moving to take full custody of their kids, and she's even planning to erase the West from their last names. That means no more public tie to their dad at all. It's like Kanye's being written out of his own family story while he's too busy obsessing over turning Bianca Censori into his next big masterpiece. But let's be real. Her strange public appearances and so-called art are raising more eyebrows than applause. People can't stop whispering that her image looks more like a reflection of Kanye's own chaos than any kind of creative breakthrough. Kim, on the other hand, seems totally over her ex. She's reportedly had enough of his unpredictable behavior and wants nothing to do with his name anymore. She's stepping up and claiming she's the one holding it all together. "I'm the full-time parent right now," she says, and honestly, it's believable. Sure, she's got a squad of nannies helping out, but Kanye? Nowhere to be found. Word is Kim's next move could be huge. She's allegedly preparing to legally drop the West from all 4 kids' names. If that happens, the Kardashian legacy just got a lot louder, and Kanye's connection to his children could fade faster than anyone expected. According to a close source, Kim Kardashian is seriously considering changing her kids' last names to Kardashian so they don't have to carry the weight of their father's baggage anymore. That's a bold move, but after everything that's gone down between her and Kanye, it's not shocking at all. Everyone remembers how messy their divorce was a couple years back, but this year, things spiraled even more when Kanye had another public meltdown tied to his mental health struggles. On March 15, 2025, he blasted out a post on X saying, "Yes, I have beef with people that froze my account, took my kids away, and tried to put me in jail," and it caused a storm online. Fans couldn't believe how raw he was being. Then, during the season 7 premiere of The Kardashians, Kim fired back on camera, saying, "It's a divorce, it's not kidnapping. We haven't left. We're in the same spot. We have the same address, so he knows where his kids are." That moment sent shockwaves through the audience. It was clear she was done playing nice.
Just not feeling safe, not even physically, just like maybe emotionally or even, financially, because you have, big ideas that financial things. I mean, I would come home and we had 5 Lamborghinis, and I'd come home and they'd all be gone. "Oh wait, where's all our cars? My new car?" And it would be "Oh, he gave them away to all of his friends." And then
in a later Her Daddy interview, Kim revealed it's been months since they've even heard from Kanye. Now she's reportedly ready to go all in legally for full custody. She's tired of waiting for him to step up, and even more tired of begging him to show up for their children. It sounds like Kim's patience has officially run out. Kim Kardashian has officially hit her breaking point. She's done being pushed around by Kanye, and even done watching him let their kids down. She's standing her ground louder than ever now, and it's clear she's not scared of speaking out anymore. For years, people close to her say she was terrified of his outbursts, but after all the scandals and chaos he's dragged his name through, she doesn't seem afraid at all now. She's reportedly been going in circles with this for nearly a year, trying to stay patient, but that patience has finally snapped. Sources say Kim's claiming Kanye has completely abandoned his responsibilities as a father, and honestly, it looks that way. He's been wrapped up in his strange new world with Bianca Censori, pouring all his time into their bizarre art projects, while his kids are left waiting for a dad who doesn't show up. One insider revealed that Kim's reached the point where she feels cornered, like she has no choice but to take drastic action. She supposedly tried everything, even reaching out to Bianca for help, hoping she could get Kanye to come back to reality, but nothing's worked. Neither of them can seem to get through to him. And what really breaks her heart is how crushed the kids get every time their dad cancels or disappears. That's why she's ready to go nuclear. Some think Kim is using this as a chance to give her kids a fresh start, to finally wash their hands of all the chaos tied to their father's reputation. It's messy, it's emotional, and it's clear, this time, Kim's not backing down. It's clear Kim knows exactly how powerful the Kardashian name is. That brand is worth millions, and she's not about to let anything drag it down. Deep down, she probably realizes that switching her kids' last names from West to Kardashian could protect their future and keep the family business strong. She's been working non-stop to preserve that legacy, and to her, cutting ties with Kanye's chaos might just be the smartest move she could make. But even though Kanye isn't directly speaking to Kim anymore, he's reportedly keeping tabs on her from the shadows. A source claims he's been cyberstalking her, constantly watching what she posts, studying her looks, and throwing harsh judgment her way. He's allegedly been telling people that Kim's style has become boring and predictable without his so-called creative influence. He's even gone as far as saying she's past her prime and too artificial to ever catch his eye again. According to insiders, Kanye's now fixated on Bianca, calling her the real deal and bragging that her natural beauty is what will make her a bigger star than Kim ever was. It's a cruel comparison, but it shows just how far apart these two have drifted. At this point, you really have to wonder, Kim, do you even want a relationship with this man? Kanye's mindset feels stuck in some kind of high school fantasy where everything's about looks and competition. He's out here acting like Bianca Censori is going to be a bigger star just because she's got a more natural look and a different body type. If that's what matters to him, then honestly, why would Kim even want her kids around that kind of thinking? Let's not forget, Kanye has already crossed some wild lines before. Fans still remember when he went on X and posted that infamous list of people who betrayed him, and shockingly, he even included his own children and family on it. Who does that? It's heartbreaking, but it really makes it seem like he's already emotionally checked out as a father. At this point, he might as well just hand over full custody if he's not going to be present. Lately, Kanye's been spending most of his time in Asia with Bianca, far away from everything happening back home. She recently made headlines with her strange art pop-up event in South Korea, and it was nothing short of bizarre. During what was supposed to be an interview, Bianca didn't answer a single question herself. Instead, she sat completely silent while a bunch of lookalikes, literal doubles, spoke on her behalf.
Doppelgangers are not copies of Bianca. They're spillages. They're what happen when a public image detaches from the person who animates it. A woman in the public eye is forced to watch versions of herself multiply without her consent. People project. People invent. People erase. This is not a confession of feeling trapped. This is an act of repossession. She is reclaiming the unauthorized clones. She is not trapped in her image. She is multiplying it until the original becomes myth.
So you're telling me Bianca showed up to her own art interview, didn't say a word, and let clones of herself talk for her? That's not just weird, that's straight up surreal. It's like the deeper Kanye dives into his new world, the further away from reality he drifts. So get this, during that wild art event, one of the masked performers, who people are now calling Bianca too, stood there claiming that Bianca Censori feels like her image and likeness have been cloned, and that this whole performance was her way of reclaiming herself. But here's the crazy part, she looked exactly like Kim Kardashian's twin. Like, are we all seeing the same thing here? It's hard not to notice how much she channels Kim's vibe, even while pretending to break away from it. The irony is almost too much. They're clearly trying to lean into the Kim K energy, but whether you love Kim or can't stand her, one thing's undeniable. Her influence is massive. Someone even joked on Reddit, Kanye has his hooligans, and Bianca now has doppelgangers. This is straight up supervillain behavior. And honestly, they're not wrong. The whole setup felt like something out of a sci-fi movie. Still, not everyone hated it. Some art lovers actually praised Bianca's exhibit. One comment said, "I really like this, and I think it makes a lot of sense considering how much of the public image around her is controlled by others. People even question if she has free will." Others brought up that wild rumor when Kanye was allegedly using nitrous oxide, saying some fans even accused Bianca of being complicit in his bizarre behavior back then. The whole thing just adds to the mystery. Is this art, a cry for help, or just another twisted Kanye performance piece? People online have been pointing out that Bianca doesn't really get much of a voice when it comes to how the public sees her, and this performance seemed like her attempt to take some of that control back. And honestly, that idea alone is pretty interesting. We actually have some video clips from the event, so let's break down what went down in this surreal performance. So the footage opens with Bianca standing in what looks like a kitchen set. She's dressed head to toe in a shiny red latex outfit, kind of giving Britney Spears' "Oops, I Did It Again" vibes, and the whole setup feels symbolic, almost unsettling. She starts talking about being cloned, but the message doesn't feel super original. Still, she's clearly trying to make a statement. As she begins measuring ingredients into a pot, you can't help but wonder what on earth she's cooking up here. The camera zooms in on the pot as the atmosphere gets stranger by the second. Everything in the shot looks exaggerated. Round shapes, glossy textures, almost like it's meant to confuse you. Then Bianca slowly pulls something out of the pot, holding it up like it's some mysterious creation. The tension is real. She moves carefully, deliberately, as if every move is part of a coded message. Whatever this performance meant, it definitely left people talking and guessing about what she's really trying to say. If this were my kitchen, the whole thing would have caught fire already. My stove runs way too hot for all that slow-motion cooking. You ever have that moment where the gas flames are just way too strong? Yeah, that's what came to mind while watching this scene. Anyway, the clip continues, and suddenly the stage opens wider. It looks like Bianca's preparing for the next part of her act. Out of nowhere, this eerie sound fills the room. It's hard to tell if it's someone screaming or just the wheels of her cart screeching, but it's unsettling. The noise makes your skin crawl, yet you can't look away. Bianca starts moving again, carrying her dish, and weirdly, the food looks almost identical to her red latex outfit. It's like she's serving a piece of herself, which makes the whole scene even creepier.
Then she glides toward what looks like a dining area, and honestly, it's confusing and kind of uncomfortable. You can't help but ask, is this meant to make some statement about women and domestic roles? Why is she in a kitchen scene at all? The whole setup feels layered, like it's daring the audience to interpret something deeper. But the dish she's holding, it doesn't look appetizing at all. Things get even stranger when the camera pans to the next room. Now we see a living space filled with different versions of Bianca acting as a literal furniture. One Bianca is a lampshade, two others are shaped into chairs. It's haunting and surreal. And then in the final twist, Bianca prepares to serve the strange dish to someone, or maybe to herself. The tension is thick, the visuals bizarre, and the message completely up for debate. It's unsettling, artistic, and undeniably hard to forget. This part of the performance takes a seriously weird turn. There's something almost dehumanizing about it, like watching Bianca literally sit on another version of herself, her own clone, is just eerie. The furniture Biancas make the whole thing feel uncomfortable and kind of haunting. It's like she's turning herself into objects for display, which might be the point, but still, it's hard to watch without cringing. I'm trying to figure out what message she's sending here. Is it supposed to reflect how the media objectifies her, or is it just meant to shock people? Honestly, I can't tell. The scene where she starts eating the dish she cooked while sitting on another version of herself takes it to another level of bizarre. It's unsettling and kind of sad all at once. The photos from the exhibit make it even wilder. Some of them are pretty graphic. One shows her hanging mid-air, another posed like a living table, and honestly, if I had to pick, I'd probably rather be one of the hanging versions. At least that looks more comfortable. The whole setup just makes you question what's going through her mind while performing all this. Then you scroll through the comments and the internet is completely split. One person posted, "What is even going on here?" while another straight up said, "That looks dumb as hell, LMAO." But others, they're calling it genius. One wrote, "This is deep. Can't wait to see her next installment." And someone else commented, "This is art. What the heck?" Whether you think it's thought-provoking or just plain weird, one thing's for sure. Bianca knows exactly how to keep people talking. So let's break down what Bianca was really trying to say with this intense art exhibit. According to insiders, the whole project is meant to reclaim how women's bodies are viewed, used, and controlled, especially under the harsh spotlight of fame. The kitchen scene symbolizes the old-school expectations placed on women to be domestic, quiet, and endlessly useful. The cake she presents represents something meant to be consumed and judged, just like how society constantly picks apart women's looks, choices, and worth. Then there's the furniture scene, probably the most powerful part of it all. Those versions of herself, frozen as chairs and tables, send a clear message: women being turned into literal objects. But there's a twist. Bianca reportedly designed every single piece of the setup herself. So in a way, she's saying, if society insists on objectifying me, then I'll be the one in control of how it's shown. It's not about glamorizing objectification, it's about exposing it, flipping the script, and forcing people to confront their own role in it. Meanwhile, while Bianca's making bold artistic statements, Kanye seems completely cut off from everything happening with his actual family. Sources claim he's on the brink of losing full custody of his kids, and the latest development might sting. Kim just allowed North West to finally open her own Instagram account. Everyone knows Kanye was completely against that idea, so this move says a lot. Of course, the internet's divided. Some people think it's empowering for North to start building her own brand early, while others say she's being pushed into the spotlight too fast. She's still so young, and the pressure of growing up in the public eye can be overwhelming.
North West has officially joined Instagram. Yesterday, she posted this photo as her first post, which she captioned, "First post." She has already amassed over 100,000 followers, and of course she has the handle at Northwest. You see why Kim was trademarking everything, you guys? And speaking of Kim, she will be managing the account as well as Ye. North has posted a few times to her stories with her besties, and all three of them are rocking different colors of hair. And North's new room, you guys remember when her room was baby pink? She got a teenage upgrade. Oh, grrr.
It's a bold move by Kim, one that Kanye definitely won't stay quiet about. One person online shared a really honest take, saying, "My social media presence at her age still haunts me today, and I didn't even have millions of people watching it unfold." They went on to add that they wish Kim would tell North no more often because there's no real reason for a 12-year-old to have a public Instagram or TikTok page. Another user chimed in, agreeing, saying the same thing should apply to Saint and his YouTube channel. They're just too young for that kind of exposure. Then things got even more concerning when someone said they looked through some of North's followers and noticed a bunch of grown men following her already, which is honestly creepy and unsettling. Another person pointed out that the account claims to be managed by her parents, but everyone knows it's really just Kim keeping an eye on it when she actually has time. And let's be real, with her massive business empire and non-stop filming schedule, does she really have time to monitor every comment, message, or post North sees online?
Honestly, Kim Kardashian needs to be investigated for this. It's actually disgusting to be letting your 12-year-old daughter, she's not a teenager, like 2 years ago she was 10. It's disgusting to allow her, because she's the parent, she can allow or disallow things, to allow her child to go out like this. She's very clearly sexualizing her 12-year-old daughter. And who's standing up for North? Who's looking out for her? Who has her best interest? Because it should be her mom. But
that's a scary thought. One commenter summed it up perfectly, saying, "I'd never follow a random kid online. It's weird how obsessed some people are with her." And honestly, they've got a point. When people checked out North's page, a lot of them said the same thing. They had zero interest in following her because she's still just a child. It's shocking that this is even a debate. North is only 12 years old, and technically you're supposed to be 13 to even have an Instagram account. Fans are split, but many agree that fame shouldn't come at the cost of a kid's safety and privacy. Honestly, the whole situation wouldn't be such a big deal if North's account was private. There's just no reason for a 12-year-old to have a fully public Instagram page right now, especially when everyone knows Kim barely has time to keep up with everything herself, and Kanye definitely isn't checking in. If North really insists on having a page, Kim could easily hire someone to professionally monitor it and make sure everything stays safe. But ideally, she could just wait a few years, because let's be real, the internet is not going anywhere. She's only 12. Waiting 5 or 6 more years until she's 18 would fly by, and by then she'd be more mature and ready to handle all that public attention without as much risk. Right now, though, the spotlight feels a little too heavy for her age, and people are nervous about what kind of pressure that brings.
Back in 2022, Kanye made his stance loud and clear. He was furious about North being allowed on social media. He posted, "I'm her father, and I know you don't respect fathers and the idea of family, but I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok or by Disney." That statement caused major headlines back then, and honestly, it still hits hard today. Now, fast forward to 2025, North is back online, trying out new looks and experimenting with her own style. But seeing her out there again at just 12 years old, it's wild to think how much she's already in the public eye. She's growing up in a digital world that doesn't slow down, and people are worried she's getting pulled into it too soon. North West has been making headlines lately, and not just for her social media. She's still so young, yet she's already experimenting with her look in ways that are raising eyebrows everywhere. From getting piercings to bleaching her eyebrows, she's diving into stuff that feels way too grown for a 12-year-old. Don't get it twisted, if you're 18, 19, or in your 20s, it totally makes sense to switch up your style and try bold things. But at her age, it's definitely pushing boundaries most kids her age don't even have access to. And that's where people are starting to worry. Recently, North decided to clap back at her critics, especially those who called out her new finger piercing. Yes, a finger piercing. She posted a message saying, "This is for everyone that's mad over a finger piercing. Why are you crying? How old are you? Just pull it together." That post had the internet divided. Some people thought it was funny, but others were shocked by how confident and blunt she was being online. It's wild to see someone her age talking back to adults like that on a public platform. She's only 12 and already facing the kind of criticism and spotlight pressure that most grown celebrities struggle with. It's a strange situation. North's clearly growing up fast under the public eye, but maybe a little too fast. At the end of the day, she's still a kid trying to find her identity while millions of people watch her every move. There are so many things in this world that don't really matter, but when it comes to real warning signs, people have every right to speak up, especially when we're talking about a situation like this, where it's not just celebrity drama anymore, it's a child growing up under massive public pressure. When you look at how Kim has built her life and brand, it's clear that everything around her world is carefully crafted, but also incredibly exposed. Some people see it as empowering, while others think it's way too exploitative and over-sexualized, especially when a young kid is involved. And honestly, that's exactly why Kanye was so worried back in 2022. He saw all this coming. He might not be right in how he handled things, but it's hard to deny that he had real concerns about his daughter being pushed too soon into the public eye. Still, there's no excuse for him stepping back completely. It's like he's given up on a battle he believes he can't win. So what do you all think about this whole situation? Is Kim just managing her kids' fame in today's social media age, or is this crossing a serious line? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next update, because this story is far from over.